And we'll start with Tyler Windeman. Go ahead.
That's just great. Thanks, Max.
Erik. First of all, Kaziak Pala, we see he was upgraded to questionable. Where does he stand right now?
He is not going to play tonight. He has really been pushing for it. And we'll just continue to treat him, evaluate him every day, but he's not quite there.
You have 2 extra days to work with your 6 newcomers. How beneficial has that been? What have you done in the interim with them?
Yeah, we had a training camp practice last night when we came in, training camp practice this morning. No, we're in the middle of a crazy schedule right now. We flew in, got our rest, tested late last night because it's an early day game. Had a brief meeting and film session, and guys are ready to go. And that's where we are right now. That's about the extent of the prep that we can do.
Erik, where does your coaching staff stand? Is Karan back? Is Chris Quinn back? Where do you stand with your staff?
Yeah, everybody's back, and we just keep on crossing our fingers that we'll continue to stay whole. CB was with us last game, so it was great having the whole band back together.
Thank you.
All right, up next, Anthony Chiang. Go ahead.
Thanks, Bo. I know a few of the injured guys are back home, but Bam, how productive has this time been for him on the road being with you guys, and how much has he been able to do that, considering the injuries on the hand?
Yeah, Bam is the heart and soul of our group. So I think just from a spirit standpoint and an emotional boost standpoint, it's great having him, here with the team, with the guys. He's able to, work out every single day. But he likes being around the team, likes being around the games, and you see how engaged he is in every huddle and on the sidelines. I believe in that. There's no way to really know for sure, but I think it speeds up recovery, just being around the guys and having that human interaction. I think that's helping his hand heal a little bit quicker.
All right, up next, Cooper Moorhead, Heat.com. Go ahead.
So no, you can't pick and choose who's in or out of protocols, but how does having 3 offensive mainstays, high usage guys, and Kyle, Jimmy, and Tyler for these last 4 or 5 days, how has their availability helped kind of smooth the transition process for all these new guys?
Yeah, that has really helped. Look, we've had to manage, quite a few different lineups and different rotations the last month, just like virtually every team in this league. So I think all of those experiences have really helped us and made us better. We've had to find different kind of solutions. And this has been pretty extreme this week, bringing in, several new players that haven't been with us all year or even in summer league or training camp. But that's the deal. And I think you need great stability and leadership, from your veteran guys. And I think Kyle and Jimmy are, some of the easiest stars to play with in this league. They're literally just competing to win. They don't care about their numbers. I think what Jimmy was able to do in the last 2 games is extremely hard to do. And I don't think, the average fan might not even recognize it. Kyle was out 2 games ago because of the protocols, and Jimmy went into playmaking mode, similar to what he had done for us the last 2 years, and had 15 assists and really set the table for everybody playing out of that point forward position. Scored a little bit less. And then all of a sudden Kyle comes back and he becomes option number 1, and he's able to, put a lot of points on the board. He's able to toggle between those 2 kind of roles seamlessly based on, the need of the team. And Kyle is the same way. If you're going to bring in some new guys, it's always easier when you have an elite point guard, an elite mind, somebody who has a great feel for the game and what's needed. And he's just setting guys up with open shots, encouraging them and infusing confidence in them. He has a whole career of that, of guys loving to play with him. And Tyler, he, is our 6th starter. But we've had to, start him, the last game, and that's not easy either when you have to change your role and your approach and everything. And he just does it great. And he's just continuing to develop his full skill set, playmaking you saw the other night, really finding open guys. And and then other nights it'll be where he's our leading scorer. So it depends on the game.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And we'll now open it up for questions in the room. Go ahead.
Any questions, people? Coach Spoelstra, just wanted to get your perspective on the league as a whole. Every team in the league is dealing with this situation. Just how they're communicating, with the other franchises, keeping you guys prepared and abreast on every situation and practically having every player not in the league available.
Yeah.
For your services.
Well, I commend everybody involved, and that's the league, the players, and their association, staff members, and everybody just trying to figure this out and continue to move the business forward. The priority is everybody's health and safety and our families and friends. And then we're adapting. And I commend the league for adapting, to this new variant. And the fact that things are different than they were 2 years ago and a year ago. Now we have a league that is mostly vaccinated, double vax with a booster. And the ones that are testing positive, the overwhelming majority of them are asymptomatic or very minor symptoms. So I think the return to play protocol now, which could be quicker, I think was the appropriate step. And I don't think it was a rash decision. I think there's a lot of science behind it and a lot of communication between everybody. And then we'll move forward and expect to make adjustments, again. This is something that's constantly evolving and changing, and we have to change with it.
When you look back at late August or early August of 21 and Yurtseven, he came in here and made an impression. What has been the most indelible impression about his journey between then and to where he's established himself now with you guys?
He is really ambitious. He wants to be coached, wants to be pushed. I've said this before. When I say pushed, that's figuratively and very quite literally. And watching the workouts between Malik and UD and Omer, if you didn't know anything about us and you just watch one of those workouts, you would think we're just absolutely stark raving nuts. The level of physicality, that happens in one of those workouts, it's pretty intense, but it's all with love. Malik is an incredible mentor, for him. He's a great coach and teacher, extremely patient with him, spends a lot of time with him. And UD is the best playing mentor, in this league. And UD wants to see him do well and wants to do everything he can to pour into him to have him be ready, for these kind of opportunities. Because he has the skill set, he has the size, he has the touch. It's a matter of just getting used to NBA physicality. And he's embraced all of this. And you're seeing some of the results, from that. But he continues to work at it every day. And some days are better than others. He's a quick learner and very dedicated to that process.
Erik, there's a couple guys on your guys' team coming into this that have previous connections with Sacramento, and Kyle Guy, Stauskius, and even Priscilla as well. Just wonder.
And Dwayne. But Dwayne will not play tonight.
Yeah. I wonder, is that something that you view as they'll have a little bit more spark to them as a good thing, or is it, could it be that they need to calm down a little bit after a few minutes?
I don't care about them calming down. I mean, I hope they're excited about that. We're excited about having them with us. I don't know, if that will affect them in a different way. That's not something we talked about today. This is about us and preparing and hopefully putting together our best version of ourselves. Those are great, storylines. And I think, amidst all of this stuff that's going on, these are some really cool storylines. Players that are getting called up and getting an opportunity, to produce. And we've had some amazing nights and games the last month where if you approached it the wrong way and just focused on all the negatives about it or who you don't have, then maybe you wouldn't have had these just exhilarating games, with young guys stepping up and really impacting and helping us, get the win. So from that standpoint, we're enjoying seeing their success. I think the team is enjoying seeing these guys get their opportunity, and they're ready for it. They've been playing and competing all year long in the G League. So it's not as if you're just, taking guys, off the street, they're out of shape. These guys are ready.
From your standpoint, were you a little surprised by how quickly Kyle came out aggressively offensively, but also what did you see of him as a playmaker in addition to that?
Yeah, he made some really nice plays off the dribble. He's a shooter, he's a scorer. So I wasn't totally surprised. The ball was just finding him in some open areas, and he took advantage of it. Tyler and Kyle Lowry were really looking for him, in some certain situations. He's a gamer, so when he knocked down, a couple, he's like several of our guys. They become ignitable, and he had a great game for us, and we needed every bit of it, to be able to get that win on the road.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.